Today we are going to be doing a review on the all-new 2022 Elite Envision. I'm just going to briefly go over the out-of-the-box impressions on it. We'll get into specs later, we'll get into speed later, we will get into shooting impressions later. Out of the box, looking at it, I mean, it's a pretty cool bow. It looks darn similar to the Cure. Totally different riser cutouts on it. So that, I mean, it is a cool looking feature there. Nothing crazy different. It does come with a built-in damper right there in the riser. And then while I got you here, it looks like the set technology, the limb pocket right where it bolts onto the riser, has gotten beefed up a little bit. It works the same though. It functions completely the same. That does not change whatsoever. The same ASIM tri-track cam with these comes standard with the module, with the Versa Performance module here. We will be linking a video about trying this bow, speeds, impressions, all that stuff with the different modules on it coming up. Link will be somewhere in here. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to be quite yet, but we will have a video up for that. You can special order these with regular mods though, so I will say, just right out of the box, I was incredibly disappointed with the fit and finish of this bow. I have, let's see here. The lighting was better earlier, but there's dings. If you see that, that's not just a shadow. That is actually, you can see some like black wear on it here. There's a really bad one right here, and of course it's going to look worse in person, but just these black, like hazy marks all over the fit and finish. No idea what that's about. Not really cool for a demo bow. I mean, these are the bows that you want to cherry pick if you're going to cherry pick a bow here. Just really kind of a bummer to see that, you know. But at the same time, they are a business. I understand. I'm not going to be unreasonable about this. Maybe they had a deadline to meet. I mean, they definitely had a deadline to beat, but, you know, I can look past this. Really not happy about it, but I can look past it if the ones that I get in the future are, you know, better. And just based on our history with Elite, I have no reason to expect that this will continue. I'm assuming it was a fluke. Now that being said, if all of them start coming, or maybe it's this finish, I don't think it was this finish, it was definitely just a quality control thing. If that keeps happening, that's absolutely unacceptable. But take it with a grain of salt. We got to see when they all start rolling out. I don't know, maybe other dealers have not had this experience. Maybe they have. I don't know. I'd like to know. So yeah, really not too thrilled about that. And should we tell them now? Might as well tell you now. Usually, bow manufacturers do not make that part modular. So, I mean, easy enough. No problem. Customers aren't even going to notice.
I have an idea what we can do with that emblem.
What?
You'll see. Coming up later.
Alright, so we're going to run this thing through the chronograph real quick. I want to say 334. 334 is the ABO on this bow. We have a 5 grains per pound arrow. Let's see what she does.
331. And we're using a whisker biscuit, so that's acceptable. 330. I'd say this thing pegs IBO. 330. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get some shooting impressions with the bow. We've both shot the bow a few times already, but kind of doing other things, haven't really honestly paid too much attention to everything. Obviously this is a fast bow, and it's gonna feel like a fast bow. You know, kind of similar to that, like the hump that the Encore has, but we'll see. So it feels like a fast bow. It holds really well. It does have some ring to it. So after the shot, it probably has, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds of buzz. Just quick. Little MFJJ there.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's, I mean, obviously there's nothing on the bow. There's no sights, no stabilizers. Definitely could use some more vibration absorbing goodies. But the draw cycle's not horrible. This would make a great hunting bow.
Okay, so I was able to shoot the bow a decent amount of times as well. Initially, when I first shot it, I didn't think it was going to be as fast as it was, so I thought it was a little bit rough. Now that I know the speeds that it's putting out, I mean, it's up there with any of the other just really good bows on the market right now as far as how it feels to the speeds that you're getting out of it. So, but keep in mind it is a speed bow with these modules. So you have the Versa Performance modules on it right now. We are going to do a video of this bow with every different module that Elite has, get the speeds, get the feels, that kind of a thing. I will put the link in the description or card, whatever. It'll be somewhere for you to click on. But yeah, let's give her a pull. The draw cycle makes so much more sense knowing the speed.
Yeah, I mean, anything that pegs IBO perfectly. Is this the fastest bow Elite's ever made?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, congrats, Elite.
Way to go!
Yeah, they've definitely never had like a speed demon in the 2010 era. Like,
The Encore was their first try.
yeah, nice. Hey, that's pretty cool. Not for nothing. Okay, no, I mean, I'm going to hold all my opinions as much as I can. It feels appropriate. It feels toe-to-toe with whatever's out there just based on the weight of it. Shootability, yeah, can't complain there. Holds, yeah, that's true too. This longer riser, it definitely, you know, we felt it on the Cure. It holds really well. It holds a lot better than a 31-inch axle-to-axle bow should. Positive experience, a little bit of the ring in the hand, yeah, for sure. But it is a faster bow, so.
Hunting bow, I don't care.
Hunting bow? Yeah, all day. All right, cool. Let's see some other things.
Okay, so we're moving on to doing some real-world testing with the Elite Envision. We've got a pretty good selection here of arrows depending on what you would be looking to do with the bow specifically. We have a Gold Tip Series 22, your typical 3D arrow. It's 355 grains. We have a Gold Tip Black Label. Basically, the arrow you'd get if you went to a pro shop and said, I need an arrow for a 70-pound bow. Gold Tip Black Label, 415 grains. And then here we have my whitetail arrow. This is a Easton Axis that comes out to 600 grains. I think it's actually 597 exactly. But we're just going to get some real world numbers. 72 pounds, 28.5-inch draw, just to let you know where you would be at with your typical setups. Find a pocket here since I don't believe in quivers. And we'll start with the lightest one and go from there.
Prana.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Prana.
Prana Life.
Yeah, the new range pant.
Yeah. Who needs a Sitka pant? I spent $80 for pants instead of $200.
Yeah, prawns are cheap either.
Yeah, they're nice though. Damn.
Oh!
321. All right, we're gonna go for 2. How can you have an average with only 1, right? $318.
This is a fast bow.
He's fast. Feels fast. So 321, 318, and 320.
Wow.
I'll take that 320 average for 3 shots. That's zooming.
That's faster than the Encore.
Okay, 415 grain arrow, your standard arrow that 90% of the public will shoot. $294. Solid. That's about what we were getting last time. All right, and here we have your 600 grain whitetail shoulder busting arrow for all the penetrations. 251. That's solid for a whitetail arrow in the woods, or if you're pig hunting, anything like that. That arrow's going to go through pretty much anything with a nice cut-on-contact broadhead.
Okay, so this is the conclusion of our speed test. This is with the 72-pound maxed out Envision at 28.5 inches, and this is at max let off, so we're at 90% let off. 3D arrow, minimum weight, and a little bit under, don't tell anybody, 319 foot a second. So screaming fast, it is up there with the fastest bow that we sell, which is right now the Solution, the Bowtech Solution. So that is a screaming fast bow for that draw length, that weight of an arrow. 415, which is going to be your hunting weight arrow. 294, incredibly respectable speed there. 597 for the fairy dusters out there, for the visor wearing, arrow shooting, whatever, sending logs at animals. 251 foot a second there. Okay, we just finished up all of our testing on the new Elite Envision here. One thing that we kind of want to start doing with our reviews is we want to just kind of sit down and talk about what we liked about the bow and what we think this bow is going to be good for. So
what we would do with it if we owned it.
Exactly. So that's, for me, that is the biggest question, because we have a pro shop here. I want to make this applicable to just a customer coming in looking for a bow. For me, the number one question I ask the customer is, I mean, before budget, before anything, what are you using the bow for? What do you want to use it for? Is it 3D, backyard planking, hunting, out west, whatever it is? I want to find out what you're using the bow for. So that's kind of going to be the question that we're going to answer here, just talking to Joe here. What did you think?
I think it's a great bow. It's not exactly the bow I would want if I was going to shoot indoor, 20-yard, EB at 5-spot or Vegas. But if I was looking for a bow to hunt with, tree stand hunt, this bow fills that perfectly. Wanted to go out west occasionally, it's perfect. A longer riser, it holds really good. Now, I haven't shot it with stabilizers and sights and everything on it yet, but that's only going to make it better and hold better. So I think it'd be a great hunting bow. You wanted to drift into 3D, shoot 3D for fun, this bow would be great. It's a great option.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Definitely a sweet hunting bow. It's, for me, throw it in the running with every other hunting bow out there, see which one feels the best, because it will drive tacks. 3D, I like it because,
especially for the short draw.
Yes. So this can go down to 23.5 inches. It has the same draw length range as the Cure did. So one thing that we thought was awesome about these, get the 50-pounders in, let kids shoot them for 3D, because as far as, if you're talking about a shorter kid, somebody with a 23.5 inch draw, maybe a woman with a shorter draw, this will be a pretty proportional sized bow for 3D, and with the speeds it's putting out, it'd make a sweet 3D bow. I mean, yeah. Unknown yardage, known yardage, whatever.
Yeah, you'd have to shoot a heavier arrow to get that 286 for ASA.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, and then for IBO, this puts out speed as fast as any of the other bows we got now.
Yeah.
Or faster. Longer riser is going to make it feel more like a target bow, even though it is on the shorter side. it is going to be one of those just great all-around bows. It's going to be a nice crossover bow, like Joe's saying. You know, this isn't going to be strictly target bow. This is not going to be a paper puncher indoors. This is not going to be your feeder rig. It could, you know, especially even if you are a little bit of a longer draw. Sometimes you like that shorter axle to axle because the string is going to fit you better. But yeah, definitely hunting 3D. Right in that ballpark, this thing is gonna.
It'll shine.
Yeah, it'll clean up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we were pretty stoked about the bow originally. I was a little bit apprehensive. I'm like, it's a cure basically. It's a cure with different modules. We swapped the modules around. I can tell you, it is not. This is very much a new bow in this family, and I think it's a good addition. It definitely adds to, you know, like the whole Versa tri-track cam system.
If you like the Encore or the Cure, this is like the best of both of those bows put together and combined into a new bow. Like, it's really good for that.
The Oncure.
Ooh, Oncure.
Yeah, so drop us you know, comment in here if you need to know anything else about the bow. We'd like to hear your thoughts if we missed anything else that you guys want to. And make sure you check out the video where we go ahead and break down the different modules and do some tests like that. So, thank you for watching. We'll be posting more soon.